This video will discuss subject searching, also known as controlled vocabulary searching, but it's mainly focus searching. So what is controlled vocabulary? I found this definition online. A controlled vocabulary is an organized arrangement of words and phrases used to index content or to retrieve content through browsing or searching. It typically involves preferred or variant terms and has a defined scope or describes a specific domain. In other words, it is very tightly controlled. Using these terms allows you a tighter focus when searching for your topic because only professionals can assign these subject terms to articles and to books. The subject search itself only looks in the subject area of a book or journal article record, and the wording pretty much needs to be exact. Keyword searches, on the other hand, look in the title, the author, the journal title, the abstract, a summary, and the subject terms for those particular keywords. And some examples of controlled vocabulary are Library of Congress subject headings. You may have seen those. Sometimes they're called subject terms, sometimes subject thesaurus terms, subjects, and sometimes they're called medical subject headings or mesh terms. And you will see these in the various databases. Now, speaking of databases, I'm going to exit my search here and go to a database, Primo. Now, Primo is our library catalog, and you can do subject searches in here as well. Even though you don't see it, you'll need to click on Advanced Search. And here where it says Any Field, you can click on Subject. Now you'll notice these other arrows pointing down. Each of these will give you do different things, different kind of searches. And actually is exact, contains, because if I'm looking for something on Civil War, you see I've done this search. If I do a search and with my subject it just contains, you notice I got several different ones. I've got one about the Rwanda genocide in Africa and that Civil War, Chinese Revolutionary Civil War, Spanish Civil War. Oh, and here is probably the one I want, the American Civil War. And if I click on any of these, when I scroll down to my record, you'll see it'll give me where it's located. Spain, history, Civil War, 1936, 1939. That's how specific the subject terms are. Now, also notice that Primo highlights the terms no matter where it is. But if I want my email popping in, the American Civil War, notice how it is worded here. United States, history, Civil War, 1651, 1865. If I click on this subject term here, notice it is exact. It will do a search, and I have only 1,714 records. And these are all books for the most part. See? So that is a little bit about searching, doing subject searches in Primo. Notice there's no way for me to look for terms. To do that, I have to know or use them before, or have used them in the past to know that they work in Primo. Now, if you go to a database, and I'm going to close Primo, click on Resources, Databases, and I'm first going to Academic Search Ultimate. And what I can do is click here to go into the database. And you'll notice up here, it has field searching where I can select all these things, But typically, if I'm doing a subject search, I want to know what the terms I'm looking for. So I can go up here to subject terms, and then I can browse or search for those subject terms. Let's say I'm doing something on pollution. I can type it in, and here is my terms. And you can see where it talked about scope earlier. It will give me these variations, and I can also click over here to explode the terms. Let's see if I explode this one. That will look for all these variants here. See, it tells me use pollution laws. If I want to add that, just click on add, and it will fill all these in my subject area, in my search box. So I've got those. So now I can just click on search, and it will bring them up. And you see they are bolded in my record. In this record, so you can use those. So that is how you do a subject search in the EBSCO, in this version of EBSCO databases. And notice also it's got over here subject, thesaurus term, and subject. And again, these are the same ones. If I wanted to narrow it by any more, I could go in here and click on environmental protection. So I should take it down to around 25 because it's looking for both those terms in my results. This one limits, the one up here does the big search. And this, again, this is in the EBSCO databases. Look for these in the EBSCO database family. Another database family that allows you to do this is the ProQuest. And we'll go into ProQuest Research Library. Again, if it comes up to a simple search, do an advanced search. And you'll see there's nothing that says subject here, but it does say thesaurus. And I've got a subject thesaurus search I did a few seconds ago. I can go back to my thesaurus. It remembered my term, but I'm going to do pollution this time. And I have misspelled it the same way. And let's say, well, I've thought about and I want to use light pollution. I can click here. I can also click here with my notes. And you see related terms. If I want to, I can add those into my search. Click on them. Go down here to the bottom and click add to search. So I'm searching for pollution because I clicked on it. If I scroll back up, light pollution, and also I click on those. Click add to search. And you see my terms here. Click on search. I get 89,000. And because it's that many, probably I did not want those. But you see here, I've got my subject searches here. These will look for those within. I can click on more. Actually, if I had this search to do, probably what I would do is close this. Go back up here, modify my data search. Take out these. Click search. You see I've only got 216 with the exact subject heading of light pollution. And then I can limit my search down to other ways. So you see how you can do these type of searches in databases and why sometimes you do not start out with that. I'm going to show you one other one before I end this video. Hopefully only one. I'm going to go to nursing and medicine because the other form of subject heading is called mesh subject headings, or sometimes here they're CINAHL subject headings. And again, you can do it beginning with, let me do my cloning again. And it will give me other items. And it says use genetic techniques. So what I'm going to do is click on genetic. Actually, this gives me expanded stuff for genetic techniques. Let me go back to subject terms. Ooh, click on it. And notice here, these are all the other subject headings associated, all subheadings that I can click on. Let's do ethical issues. Then I can click here to search the database. And I have 283 subjects. Major heading, MH, genetic techniques with that. And again, you have your subject major headings here. And if I wanted to narrow it down, research ethics, or actually what I would do, well, I could click on research ethics and it would update down to 44. So you see how you can use various kinds of searching. If you have questions about searching, contact the reference desk or contact me and we will assist you. Again, this is advanced searching techniques you may want to use. Thank you.